Now let's move to task number 4, which is presentation. You are going to create a short presentation about online gaming safety. All slides must have consistent layout and formatting. Let's start with step number 18. We need to create a presentation of 8 slides using the file co2safety.rtf. Okay, in order to import slides from RTF file to a presentation, I'm going to open the PowerPoint application, and then we're going to choose blank presentation. If I need to import this file, you have two options, guys. You can just go from file, open, and search for the file, or you can click on the small arrow from the new slide and choose the option slides from outline. Then search in your supporting files in order to find the file which is CO2 safety. Automatically the slides will be imported into this new blank presentation. But I'm going to delete the first slide because it's a blank slide and we don't need it. So please make sure to delete it, because if you don't delete it, all the printouts will be incorrect. Okay. If I go back to the question paper, they are telling us, unless otherwise instructed, the slides must display title and a bulleted list. So we will keep the layout as it is, unless otherwise instructed. Use a master slide to display only the following features. Master slide, guys, it means that I'm going to apply some things. For example, I'm going to make some formatting for the slides, or insert a picture, a logo, whatever. I'm going to change some things or add some features. And if I do this step using the master slide, it will be applied on each slide in my presentation. So that's why we use something named master slide. Automatic slide numbers on the top left. And I need to add the company logo, say CO2 logo.jpg, positioned on the top right. And we need to add our details also. Okay, they don't care about the position, but we need to add our details. First of all, before I go to the master slide, I'm going to go to the insert ribbon and choose header and footer in order to activate the header and footer sections and add all the details that they have mentioned in the question paper. Click on header and footer and then choose the slide number. Click and activate the checkbox of the slide number, and also activate the footer area in order to add your details, because they didn't mention in the question paper where they want us to add these details, so you can just keep them as they are. When I'm done with adding these features, I'm going to click apply to all. But as you can see, the slide number positioned in the bottom right corner, and they told us in the question paper that we need to position them in the top or on the top left. Okay, so I need to change the position of the slide number, so we have to go to view and choose slide master, and we have to change the position from here. But make sure, guys, that I'm not going to change on a specific layout. We have to go to slide number 1, which is the main slide, and we need to apply these changes on the main slide so that it will be applied to all the layouts. So make sure that you go to the first slide before you make any changes on the master slide. Okay? Now, drag the box of the slide number on the master slide and position it in the or on the top right. I'm going to drag it, and then we are going to position it on the top right corner as they mentioned in the question. Top left corner. Here you go. It's going to be in the top left, and make sure to change also the alignment to the left side. So it's on the left, okay? This is how we change the position. Now I need to insert the company logo and position this on the top right. In order to do this, I'm going to click on insert and then choose pictures. From pictures, you have to search for the supporting files and then double click on the image, which is CO2 logo. Position this on the top right corner as they mentioned in the question paper. Okay, for your details, no need to change the position because they didn't mention this in the question papers, but make sure that the master slide items appear in the same position and no items overlap. I need to check that there are no items which overlap. We need to close the master slide. Go to the master slide and press on close and double check that all the features were applied on each slide in my presentation and nothing overlaps. Okay? Okay, done. Now, step number 20, format slide number 1 so that it is a title slide or it has a title slide layout with no bullets. I'm going to click on the first slide and go to the layout from the home ribbon or right click on the slide. Both ways are correct and choose title slide. And the title and subtitle text are center aligned in the middle. They are automatically center aligned and in the middle of the slide, so no need to change anything. Delete the slides with the titles Gaming Benefits and Negative Effects of Gaming. I need to find out these two slides and delete them. If we go right here, it's slide number 3 and slide number 4. Just click on the slide and press delete from the keyboard or right click on the slide and delete. And also we're going to delete this one, which is Negative Effects of Gaming. This is how we delete the slides. Now, use the data in the file co2ratings.csv to create vertical bar chart to show the number of ratings given to each age category in 2023 only. Okay, so I need to create a vertical bar chart using this file. First of all, I'm going to open this file from the supporting files, which is CO2 rating or ratings. And as usual, we need to fit the column width for each column so that I can see the data 100% accurate and it's all visible. So I'm going to highlight the whole sheet from the top left corner and then double click between any two columns. It will fit the whole columns. Now we need to read the question very carefully in order to know which data we are supposed to highlight, to select, okay? We go back to the question paper, and they tell you to show the number of ratings given to each age category in 2023 only. So if we go back to the Excel sheet, we just can find out that we need to take the rating categories which are displayed in column A from age 3 to age 18. Okay, we're not going to take the total for years. We don't care about the total. We need just to compare the rating categories only for 2023. So in order to do this, I'm going to highlight the cells right here from age 3 to age 18. And then you are going to click on the Control key from the keyboard and highlight only the year 2023 values. Okay? Only the values of 223. This is how we select the data from the question. Again, they told us to show the number of ratings given to each category in 2023. These are the categories and these are the values of 2023. So only we highlight these two columns. Now we go to Insert and we choose the vertical bar chart, which is column chart. I'm going to take the first one. And then we are going to set the changes that they will mention now. Display with labels the age categories on the category axis. Category axis, guys, it means the x-axis. All right? This is the category axis. We need to know that all the age categories are displayed on the category axis. Are they displayed? Yes, they are displayed. It's age 3, age 7, 12, 16, and 18. So all the ages are displayed on the category axis, which is x-axis. And the number of games on the value axis, which is y-axis. This is the y-axis and these are the values. They are already displayed. So no changes will be made right here. Do not display a legend. Automatically, we don't have a legend right here, so it's deleted. And now we're going to label the chart as follows. We need to add this title, which is Rating of Games in 2023. I'm going to click on the chart title and then we're going to type Rating. Be careful, the capital and small letters of games in 2023. Rating of games in 2023. Now we need to add category axis title, which is age category. Only we need to add category axis title. So we need to add x-axis title. In order to do this, you're going to click on the cross sign and choose axis titles. From the drop-down menu, I'm going to activate the primary horizontal because I only need to add the category access title. And I'm going to delete what is written in this legend or label, sorry, and add age category as they mentioned. Okay? All right. Now we go to step number 24, display only the data values along the top of each bar. We need to add data labels, which is values, so that they appear along each bar at the top. All right. In order to do this, also I'm going to click on the cross sign and activate the data labels. Automatically the values will be displayed, no changes will be made, and automatically they will appear at the top of each bar. So I'm not going to change anything. Now format the values or the value access scale to display minimum of 0, maximum of 560, and the increments, they have to be 70. I'm going to change the scale of the y-axis. In order to do this, just double click immediately on the values so that the pane will appear on the right corner. Just double click. And in the minimum maximum, you have to change the values. Minimum, it has to be 0. It's already 0. Maximum, it has to be 560. So I'm going to change this to 560. Increments, it means the jump between the values, which is major, guys. Okay, so I'm going to change the increments from here. It has to be 70. All right? It has to be 70. So this is what we mean by increments. It's the major, the jump between the values. So this is how we change the scale for the value axis. Now place the chart when you are done to the left of the bullets on the slide with the title Game Ratings. I need to take a copy of this chart and go back to the presentation. Check for the slide, which is the slide that has the title Game Ratings. Game Ratings. Let's find the Game Ratings. Here we go. We need to paste the chart to the left of the bullets. So that's why I'm going to decrease the width of the bullets placeholder right here so that I can just paste my chart on the left side. And now you have to increase the width and the height of the chart a little bit so that all the data is 100% visible so they can just read them and correct them properly. Okay? This is how we add the chart to the left of the bullets. Make sure no words in the chart are split and all data and labels are fully visible and does not overlap the items. This is what I have done already. Okay? All right. Now, if we go back to the question paper, step number 27, they will tell you on the slide with the title Game Ratings, the same slide, we need to format the text age classifications so that when clicked, it opens the document with a file name CO2 categories.csv. It means that we are going to create a hyperlink for this text, which is age classifications. In order to do this, I'm going to highlight the word age classifications, which is right here. You have to highlight both words, age classifications, and then right-click on it, choose link. In order to add a hyperlink to a specific file, which is located in our supporting files, I'm going to click on existing file or web page, and we're going to search for the supporting files from here. I'm going to select the desktop because my supporting files are located in the desktop, and double click on the folder, then choose the file which is CO2, let me double check, categories.csv. This is the file, okay? So make sure, guys, that you select the appropriate file in order to make a hyperlink to open it. Now we need to take a screenshot to show that the text links to the correct file. Place this in your evidence document. Simply, I can take a screenshot before I click on OK from here, because if you take this screenshot, it's going to be fair enough. It shows that you have selected the appropriate text, which is age classifications, as they mentioned in the question paper, and it will appear that you have linked this file, which is CO2 categories, to this text age classifications. So I'm going to click on the Windows Shift S and take a screenshot for this dialog box. It's going to be fair enough to paste it in your evidence document. When you are done, just press on OK. And I'm going to open the evidence document and paste it in the appropriate step, which is step 27. Okay? Here we go. This is the evidence document. I think we are already done with the evidence document. You can just have a look on it. Everything is fine, and then close and save it because we're gonna print it at the end of the paper. Okay. Now, add the following text as presenter speaker notes to the slide with the title Game Ratings. We need to add this text as presenter or speaker notes for this slide. So in order to do this, I'm just going to highlight it and copy paste it because we need to just do it in a fast way. But you will type it for sure in the exam. And I need to add this as speaker or presenter note. You have a tab here named Notes. Just click on it so that it will appear. And then start typing your text right here. Okay? This is how we add presenter or speaker note. Okay. Print only this slide as presenter or speaker note. If I need to print this slide as presenter or speaker note, first of all, you have to make sure that you are on the current slide that you need to print, or you just can recognize the number of the slide that you are going to print, which is number 4. Go to File and choose Print option. And then in the slides box, write down the slide number 5 and tell them that I need to print this slide, or you can just choose current slide. Both of them are correct. And instead of full page, I'm going to change it to notes page. So this is how we print specific slide with its speaker or presenter notes, okay? And then you click on print so that you print it showing the notes. Now if we go back to the question paper, finally they ask you to save the presentation and to print slides 1, 2, 3, and 4 only as handouts in a portrait orientation with 2 slides on each page. And each one will fill half of the slide. In order to do this, I'm going to delete number 4 from here, and we have to write 1-4, which means that I'm going to print only from slide number 1 to slide number 4 from my presentation, and change instead of notes page to slides from the handouts group. Just choose 2 slides and then click on the print button so that you can print them 2 slides per page. Each one will take the half of the page. Finally, when you are done with your presentation, they will ask you to print your evidence document. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you for listening.